Okay, if you've all got that in front of you, we're going to go through the CAS aircraft check-in data. This is what you're supposed to do if you say you're on MSO and you jump in the pilot seat and you go fly out into an AO and there's troops operating in the area. They will most probably get in touch with you on Channel 1, the Task Force net, just to establish communications. And they're going to want this check-in data from you because it will give them all the information about what you're up to, you know, what ammunition you're carrying and stuff like that for close air support, okay? So we'll just go through it line by line. That's probably going to know. Alright, so line 1, call sign. Well, I tend to make my own up these days. I don't know if the public slots... Hang on, just wait for Collins to pass.
The
Collins, you
public
need to fly
slots.
elsewhere, you're too loud.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm just gonna land and I'm done with fixed.
The public slots
So-
call sign is Cougar, by the way, Moscow.
Yeah.
Alright, there we go. So if you fly in the public slots, will go under the call sign of Cougar, and then it'd be Cougar 1 or Cougar 1-2 or Cougar 2. I'm not sure quite how you separate it, but there we go. The MSN number,
User
no one
disconnected
seems to
from
know
your
what that
channel.
is, so it's largely insignificant, so completely forget that one.
It's your aircraft
Next.
serial number.
Oh, is it right? Definitely forget that, because what's the point? Next,
I'll make
the
one
type
up.
the number and type of aircraft, well, obviously that's going to be, you know, whatever aircraft you're flying, and don't just say Huey, you know, you give it its proper designation, so UH-1H or whatever it is, okay? Position and altitude. The position, you will give a 6-figure grid reference. Altitude, well, that's obvious and that's readable at the top of the screen all the time. Make sure that you give the altitude, not the ASL, which is your
Above
height
sea
above
level.
sea level. Because like on this level, for instance, not this level, I shouldn't really say it, should I? On this map, you'll appear like 2.5k up before you've even done anything. So it can get a little bit confusing when you tell people that you're that high. Don't fuck up, Collins, we're all watching.
Boom goes the
And great
jet.
Touchdown.
I got this. I got this.
Okay, so position and altitude is done. Ordnance is next, and the dash 1, 2, 3, and 4 are the separate types of ammunition. So in what we got over there, in the Apache, in the AH-64 Deltas, so you'll be carrying 1,200 rounds of HEDP. You might carry 4 AGM Sidewinders, etc., etc., and you give them the quantity and the type of ammunition that you're carrying. Time on station is how long you've been in the air. Abort code, that's kind of not needed so much. That's more for if someone's giving you a 9 or a 6 line, there can be abort codes attached. Additional remarks, that's obvious too. If there's anything else special, if you're lifting a vehicle and you're taking it somewhere, if you're transporting troops and you're going to a specific location, those sorts of things will fall into the additional remarks. Is anything not clear from the check-in data?
When would this normally be used?
Okay, I'll say it again for you. Say you're on MSO, you jump in and you go and fly out to an AO where you know troops are operating because you think, well, I'll go and see what's going on, or I'll see if they need any CAS or anything like that. If they get in touch with you, most likely on Channel 1, the Task Force net, this is the information that they will want. Expect Singleton to test you on this. I know he will. If you go out there, expect him to request this data and he will check. So you need to make sure you get it right. This is the sort of thing you would give once, and somebody on the ground will contact you and you will respond with this information. Any other questions?
Nope.
Up to my greatest nightmare, the SEMA 30.
Does anybody want to go over 6 and 9 lines, or would you rather go do some flight? Because we'll sit on the ground
rather
while we go
fly.
through those.
Yeah, let's go flat.
I'd say go
Alright.
through 6 and lines.
Yeah, could you go over?
Okay, I'll tell you,
that.
tell you what we'll do. We'll quickly go over the CAS 6 line and we'll cover it more in depth at the end when everyone's, you know, done flying and things. So the difference between a 6 and a 9 line is, a 9 line is for fixed wing and a 6 line is for rotary wing. So for now, all you really need to focus hard on is the 6 line, because you have to pass the rotary wing course before you get any chance of flying fixed wing. The 9 line just contains additional lines, that's all. They're mostly the same. So if we go from line 1, you give your position and you say how you're marked. Okay, so you might mark your position by coloured smoke. You might mark it by laser. You might mark it with IR strobe at night. You know, these are obvious things. This is for the person giving it to you. Okay, the person who relays this information to you is called a JTAC, a Joint Terminal Attack Controller. They will be qualified to give you this information. Okay, that's a separate course in itself because it can be quite in depth to do it properly. The direction from the controller to the target, well, I'd hope that's quite obvious. You give it in a bearing. You can see it says degrees magnetic. We'll just worry about giving a compass bearing. That should be enough. The distance in meters, well, that's obvious as well, isn't it? So meters and kilometers. The target description, here you need to describe what is it, how many is it, how are they situated. Okay?
Right.
The target mark type, that's how you're marking the target. Are you marking it with lasers? If so, is a laser code required? For instance, on the AH-64 Deltas, you can either just lock on by normal or you can lock on for a certain laser code. So if someone's got a SOFLAM and they're using that, it's worth knowing. Lastly, remarks, well, self-explanatory. Is there anything in there that anybody doesn't understand or would like me to go into more depth about now? All right. Okay, pick an aircraft. Stay away from little birds. Anything else is pretty much up for grabs. And we'll just we'll go through a couple of landings and movements quick, and then we'll get into some more detailed stuff.
2 mics and I'll be in Muska.
Okay. Just grab an aircraft and join in.
I think I'll take a KF-52.
All right, I'll be the only guy in a little bird.
I'm afraid. I'm a Russian aircraft in a sea of American aircraft.
Alright, don't be on the runway because I am going to be landing.
Alright.
Do you mind moving up to the North Airfield? Because we're going to be using it to start with.
Oh, okay, of course.
Alright, we're going to start off very quickly like last time. You're going to follow me. I'm going to be the lead aircraft to start with, and we're going to move up the taxiway to the north, turn right, then we're going to turn right onto runway 1.
Alright. There's that's good. Alright. What was in the US? You're below me. Be careful.
I'm going to start moving out slowly, and I'll sort of run through what we were talking about last time. The main aim of this is not to go like 1 meter off the ground. It's not to go really fast. You want to keep your speed 50 or below, really. This is all about finesse. It's about watching that VAR at the top of the screen, making sure you're not ducking and diving, turning, using the rudder as well. Nice smooth turns, keeping control of that speed, then moving on to runway 1, travelling to the south, turning left at the end onto runway 2, and then we'll just keep completing that loop for a minute. Everyone just fall in line, don't get too bunched up, let's get nice and spaced out. We'll just do a couple of laps of this, and then we'll get into a landing quickly, and then we'll move on to some other things.
Nice and smooth.
Alright, whoever's behind my little bird, you're going to take over as lead aircraft. I'm just going to fly around and observe everyone. Remember, keep that speed around 50.
Whoa, Austin. You're falling off the line. got too fast.
I was trying to get to 50.
Spread it out a bit, everyone.
Yeah, I'm slowing
Remember, this
down
is
the
all
back.
about like finesse and you know, keep yourself spaced out. Let's do it nice and smooth. It isn't a race. This isn't
Yeah, I'm
like trying to
over
go
here
around
and
the
wait
corners,
for some
bang on 50.
space.
Slow down if you have to.
Well,
must
in the
go.
Cobra, would you like to give me a spot?
Moscow, are you going to be using the C-130 or do you have to bring it back?
No, we won't be using anything fixed wing.
Okay.
Who's in that Russian double burr? The other one.
I'm in
Okay.
one lord.
K52.
Yeah, it is. It's got
Yeah, I'm behind you in the Cobra.
twin rotors.
What's
Not
it
very
called?
good at piloting Cobras.
Counter-rotating.
I know
Cobras are very
Pick
maneuverable.
Pull bird to do
Yeah.
flight training. I can't see left or right.
Say again?
I picked the pull bird to do flight training in. I can't see left or right out my windows.
What bird is it?
The Russian thing, whatever it's fucking called.
The
K-50.
K-52?
Or 52.
I can see it very well from my bird.
I can't. I've got black panels, like armor panels. Like if you look direct to your left and right.
Oh, there's nothing at the northern airfield. Nice.
Yeah, I got rid of it all.
Okay.
I'm speeding up to 60. I'm going to be slowing down to 50 when I get to the UH-1.
I'll be coming back down south.
Should be that guy and grab a Chinook.
We won't be too much longer back on the airfield, on the runways at least, anyway. Okay, I want everybody to go into a hover state now. You're not to use auto hover, just bleed the speed up nice and slowly, come into the best hover that you can. What I always say to people to do is to bring up your GPS, keep that on the screen and use that to sort of assist you as well as watching your speed. And you'll find that you should be able to get it like pretty much perfect. Then it's just small incremental adjustments. That's kind of the key to this first lesson. It's just very small, minute adjustments, and they won't take immediate effect, but they will be enough for a lot of the aircraft that you're flying in.
Right now I feel like I'm in an auto hover. This is a really steady hover. I like it.
Yeah, same.
Good, good.
I'm
I'm just
not
going to
in-
come around and fly past everyone.
I'm not an auto hover in this Cobra, but I'm definitely stable enough.
Nice. I mean, as long as you're not traveling sort of 100 meters every 30 seconds, then it's acceptable, you know.
I'm moving like 5 to 10. At
I'm
max.
moving at 0.
Yeah.
I kind of cheated. I just took off, so.
Alright, if everybody now does a 180 using their rudder pedals,
I get some height, you know.
and we will set off now going clockwise around the same course. Okay, so when you come to the end of runway 1, you will turn right onto runway 2, you will travel to the end, turn right, and go right onto runway 1, okay? Everyone proceed when ready, don't get too bunched up, we'll just do 2 laps like this, and then we'll go do some landings.
Yep.
I'm just gonna merge onto the runway now.
Yeah, if there's space, come on in.
Yeah, watch yourself. You're pretty close.
Who's close?
Mason, the one you're right next to whoever's coming into the runway. I'll slow it down for you though, you're good now.
Sorry about that. I didn't see behind me.
No problem.
Yeah, that's the problem with this K-50. You can't see behind you. Probably the only thing I like about the little bird.
Having some troubles with those corners, Dennis?
Yep.
All good.
Alright, the trick with the corners is bleed off a little bit of speed, you know, get it down to like 30 or even 20 and just put a tiny bit of curve on with the cyclic. And then just use your rudders just to bring you around nice and straight. I mean, it doesn't really matter if you're using the keys or rudder pedals or whatever. You can still perform the same actions.
I'm on keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, same.
Same.
Yeah, the mouse is very good for finesse
Yeah.
flying, by the way.
Yeah, that's it. It's pilot sign now, mouse and keyboard.
No, the only thing with mouse and keyboard, I don't think you've got the high speed reactions you have with a joystick when you do like a touch and go.
Yeah.
I actually find that I
most-
land better
most
when I'm
of the
using my
thing with the
mouse
touch and go.
and keyboard.
I mean, most of the thing with the touch and go is all in the collective anyway, and as long as you get the balance with that right of actually only kissing the ground, you still retain all that momentum to lift off and break away straight away.
That's what I tried the other day. Doing a 100 km/h like touchdown, rolling forward, but because it's armour, the moment it touches down, the aircraft stops dead.
Yeah.
Okay, if everybody knows where the 80 seconds base is, or I believe SOMC own it now.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, SOMC owns it now.
So yeah, come over here. We're gonna just get everybody to do a landing inside the pad there again. Come on over, get yourself in a position. You're allowed to use auto hover to get yourself in a position that you can maintain and just watch from, basically.
Pretty cool seeing all these choppers.
Yeah.
I'm just afraid somebody's soon to bang into my tail or something. Oh, Blackhawk, watch out.
All right, spread out quite a bit. Just make sure you can see the two landing pads.
Fuck this, I'm getting higher than everybody else.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
I'm gonna hover around 100 altitude.
Saber lad, use that.
Oh shit, sorry.
Only if you need
I
to.
see a couple of guys still coming in, so last guy in, let me know when you're in position.
Is there anybody below the KA-52? I can't really see.
No one below anyone from what I can see.
Yeah, you're clear.
Yeah, I
You're
need
still
to go
clear.
down so I can get a visual point of reference.
Yeah,
Come on,
there's
hover.
nobody below you at all, so...
Alright, everyone there? Everyone in position?
Yeah.
One sec.
Whoever's in the Cobra, you're facing the wrong way at the minute.
Yeah, I'm looking out the window.
Okay. As long as you can see him and you're happy, that'll do then. Alright, I'll demo the first one and I'll just talk through what I'm doing on my approach. You've got an idea of how I think about it. One of the most important lessons that I was taught with flying in Arma is to get lined up early. Get lined up early on your landing, and then you've just got to do these micro adjustments, like I was saying, to get yourself on course. Bleed the speed off nice and slowly. A really good tip with bleeding the speed off: if you just like hammer the mouse or whatever up, and you'll find that you'll gain altitude. The VAR will start to show a positive number. If you just ease it up slowly and keep progressively building that up, you can get it almost vertical, but you will not gain a single meter in height. That's a really important skill to learn, and it'll help you. Another thing is not coming in too quick. You want to be around 80 to 100 on your final approach and start to bleed that speed off early. If you bleed it off a bit short, you just bring the nose back down a touch. It's not a problem. If you're going too fast when you hit the landing pad, you're going to overshoot it, pull the tail down too hard, hit it off things, crash, die, all that bad shit. So I'll go out on my approach. I'll be heading to the west, and I'll talk about it when I come in, so make sure you can see me on the approach.
Beautiful, just watching that little bird peel off.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm not going to go miles out. I'm just going to go around by that sort of construction building, by the old SOMC base. I'm turning around. I've got like eyes on where I want to come in. Keeping my speed at 80. Alright, I'm nice and straight now. Just doing these micro adjustments just to get straight. I'm starting to bring the nose up a touch, just to bleed that speed off. Getting lined up for the landing pad. I've bled it off a little bit early so the nose comes down again. Remember what I was saying, just do these micro adjustments and wait for something to happen. It won't happen instantly, but when it does happen, sometimes you've overcompensated then. Now I've got this visual point of reference of the front Hescos because I don't want to hit my tail on the other ones. Bring it down nice and slowly. I don't want to get that VAR above 3. And touchdown. Nice and gentle, not too hard, I haven't damaged anything. So I'm just going to lift off and get in position. I'll call you in one by one, so just maintain your position at the moment.
Yeah, Musk, I'm going to go get the different helicopter because I just can't see well enough out of this thing.
I'm flying
Okay,
stuff
that's
that
no
I would
problem. You
actually
just go
fly
grab
in
one and then
MSO.
join back in.
Yeah.
Grab like a Venom or something. Sutherland.
No, I hate
can,
the
yeah,
Venom.
Yeah, you would fly
Exactly.
those when you're in SOMC, aren't you, Doc? Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, that's why I'm in a Cobra, because it's the out of the Venom, the Chinook, and Blackhawk. And
Okay,
yeah.
so on my 12 o'clock almost, we have a Black Hawk who's in that.
I think I might be in that. I'm not sure.
This one?
Yeah, you're moving now. Okay, yeah, the
Alright.
one that's moving the rudder at the moment.
Okay,
Yeah, if you
that's
swing out and we'll go clockwise around everyone from you.
Yeah.
Looks like I'm last then.
Alright, you look like you pulled back a little sharply there and you're getting a little high. To counteract that, you can just bring the collective down a little bit. So that'd be, I don't know, is it the Z key if you're using a keyboard?
Yeah.
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 Hot mic.
User disconnected
Damon.
from your channel.
Dennis, sorry. Demon?
It's scary flying into that.
Yeah, I practiced there quite a bit.
No, I'm not talking about the 8-second base. I'm talking about the sea of helicopters.
Uh,
Touch
Alright,
him.
who was that? Was that Mason?
Dennis.
No, that was Dennis.
Dennis. That was a nice landing, Dennis. You probably could do a little bit more confidence in coming down, but it's good positioning, and you did overcompensate a couple of times, but you saved it pretty well in my opinion. So lift off and rotate back out to your position.
Alright.
Next is on my 12 o'clock. I've got a KA 50 or 52.
The one walking
Yep,
back.
that's you.
Amazing.
You got your gear up at the minute as well.
Yeah, I think it does automatically, the KA. It does,
It goes
yeah.
up
okay.
automatically.
Yeah.
I was looking for the option.
User joined your channel.
Am I too late for this flight school?
No, come on in.
Sweet.
Oh, there was a demon. I knew I saw someone called that.
Is it the regular armor or is it MSO armor?
MSO.
MSO. You need all the MSO mods to do it.
I downloaded them when I was at work today, so I'm good.
Good man.
This thing now kills its speed quickly.
syntax. Just think at how maneuverable it is. Just can't see anything.
Gears down now.
User joined your channel.
And the sound of all these choppers is kind of mesmerizing.
Down.
Look at all
Alright,
that
nicely
dust.
done. Yeah, there was a hell of a lot of dust, eh?
Dang.
Yeah, good
I thought he
position,
blew up.
you
That's what
you
should
got
have
that
done.
pretty good. You kind of tweaked it. I like that. It was good. It was
Yeah, I
a
couldn't
nice
see
approach.
my like reference point of those Hesketh barriers until I realised I kind of over them, so I had to back up and reverse a bit.
Yep. Okay, jump up, rotate out west, and swing back to your position. Next, we're going to have the. Is that you up in the Cobra?
Yeah.
I have the
Oh,
Cobra
heck.
in next, and then it'll be the Huey.
Alright.
Which here?
Stay out now. Oh, Cobra. I can see you the last time.
Yeah, that's dust.
What's
is
with all
making
the
my
smoke?
friend-
God, my frame rate just dropped like 50.
There we go.
What is the name of it? Server.
M. Not Stanton.
And yeah, password 123456.
Is it a domination server?
No.
Nope.
Negative.
What do I need to filter?
M. Dot Stanton.
Oh.
Sid with Ace or
All MSO mods.
All
All the MSO mods.
okay?
Alright, Damien, chuck your
Whoa.
weapon in a crate, grab yourself a helicopter, and come over to where we are.
Alright.
I actually can see this on the GPS.
You have to be lower.
Oh, you came in really high.
Yeah, I'm not very good at landing, especially in Cobras.
I find the
That's alright.
Cobras.
That's why
That's
I'm
why we
using the Cobra.
practice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, watch me be the guy, fucking idiot that blows up.
Well, I apologise if any of you get radar lock on mornings. So every time I right click it
Fuck.
locks you.
No, not doing that.
Okay, move on out and come back in from the west again. On another approach. Just remember what I was saying, get lined up, get the height a little lower to start with, get a little bit slower. If you want to come in a little bit slower, that's absolutely fine. And just start to bleed that speed up slowly, try and anticipate where you're going to end up.
Try to get to like 30 or 20 altitude.
Yep. I came in too high.
Alright, not bad, much better the second time. You came in
Yeah.
a bit straighter, a bit lower. You were twitching about quite a lot at the end. I think you were probably doing bigger movements than you needed to. So just like next time we try any landings and stuff, just little movements and just give it a second, wait for something to happen, because it will. And you'll find that you don't need to make such big movements and then correct them.
Okay.
All right, Huey, you're up. Who is it?
Seal.
All right.
Oh wow. I looked behind me through my gun well and I see a KA-50 looking at me. KA-50 looking at me.
Not bad. Not bad at all. You drifted to the side a little bit at the end there, but you were low enough that it hasn't really caused you too many problems. That's not a bad landing. Okay, you can take off and rotate out. Black Hawk on my 3 o'clock. You are next.
Moving.
There's 2 Black Hawks going out right now.
Yeah, Mason.
Yep,
Shoot any if you want. One was on my 3 o'clock. The other one wasn't on my 3 o'clock.
Yeah, the other one was on the 9 o'clock.
Yeah, Mason,
Okay.
go ahead and head back.
I'm not descending on anyone, am I?
No, you're not.
Approaching.
Yeah.
Who's coming in now?
Joker.
Alright.
Emil.
Oh,
User joined your channel. User in your channel timed out.
Alright, that's
Touchdown.
real nice. I reckon that was probably the best landing so far. Personally, I like the way you bled off the height and the speed really consistently all the way in. It was a real nice
Yeah.
touchdown, really fluid. Quite a few people so far have bled off all their speed and then come down vertically.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe it comes with time and confidence and practice when you'll start to like combine the two and do them at the same time and just flare the nose up slightly at the end.
Yeah.
Alright, you can lift off and return to formation.
Moving.
Huey on my 3 o'clock, you're next up.
Move it.
Good.
Changing choppers, saw that.
What?
Changing choppers.
Joker flying backwards like a boss.
Alright. Oh, wrong chocolate.
Yeah, you're a Venom, dude.
Yeah, I'm still Huey.
Hey, whoever's in the KA, I'm to your 1.
Base have going dump desync.
Yeah, I must go. Can I go next since I'm just over here already?
No. Do get to jump the queue. Nice. Smooth landing. I hope everyone was watching that close because there was lots of micro adjustments towards the end there, and not one of them was overcompensated. That was pretty good. I rotate back out. Who's we got?
Who was that?
Lambo.
That was Lambo, I think.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I think.
Doc, is that you on my 3 o'clock, or is that another Cobra?
That's me.
Alright, I'll go past you. Who is in the next? Who's in the next helicopter? I can't think what that one is.
The Venom, or is there something else?
Yeah, Venom. Who's in the Venom?
Sutherland.
Alright, Sutherland, you're up. Nice, Sutherland. That was really good. Confident coming in. You realised you were slightly off the pad at the end there, so you corrected it and you corrected it just the right amount. Good work.
Thanks.
And who is next around from you? Looks like Blackhawk. Who's the next Blackhawk on my
I am Mason.
12 o'clock? Mason,
That is
come
Damien.
on round then. Your turn.
Can I move some with
Damien,
the
if you're facing me, Damien, then go on round to the west and approach.
Everybody needs to back up about a mile.
Alright, what we were talking about, Damien, that you missed while we were all in here practicing before was it's important to get yourself lined up early. Come in about no faster than 80 kilometers an hour and just slowly push the nose up to bleed that speed off. And don't crash on the way in.
Let's see how high this thing goes.
Gently. What we're talking about before was like small movements, just little micro adjustments. That's what you want to be doing.
This is dumb. I done wrecked.
if you look at the VAR in the top.
Where is he? Okay, hold up.
Okay, Damien, just get out that chopper. In 2 minutes it'll respawn and you can just run over and grab another for now.
I can
Damien, I'll just carry you over there.
Whoever the next Blackhawk in the list was, rotate round and move on
Mason.
in.
Do you want me to go, Guillaume?
Alright, Mason,
Yeah,
you're up this time.
I'm getting him, don't worry.
Mason, watch out, you gotta man for good.
Is I am underground over there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody's already got him. So good.
I remember, Mason, just small adjustments. You're making quite big movements at the minute, and then I see you having to correct them the other way.
Alright.
User
There's those
joined your
big
channel.
movements.
Yeah. I'm gonna take another run
User
by.
left your channel.
Alright. Yep, okay. Take another run in. Remember, just small adjustments. Come in a little bit lower. You had a lot of heights to bleed off then.
Alright.
Oh, that was just desync.
I was scared already.
Yeah.
When's the next clearance training test?
Say again?
The next public pilot clearance test, when it's the next?
You arranged those with me personally.
Okay.
Alright, I'm down.
Alright, a lot of overcompensation on the way in there. You need to really practice on those micro adjustments, very, very small adjustments. And like I was saying, something doesn't always happen immediately, but it will. And then that's why a lot of people tend to overcompensate all the time. It looked like you thumped the bird down a bit harder as well. You need to be careful about damaging it. You might have got away with it this time, but a similar landing out there, you might not be so lucky. You came in a bit quick and you bled the speed off really quickly, and you got into quite a good state of hover, but then that's when you started making those overcompensations. So remember, get lined up early. Don't bleed the speed off too quick. If you think you're going to fall short, just dip the nose slightly and you know, ride it out a bit more. Okay?
Alright, thank you.
Alright, Mason, take off. It looks... Who's next up there? We got two KA-50... No, we got a KA-50.
Ant.
You waiting for a go?
Ant's up next.
Ant, is
alright.
that you in the KA-50?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it, dude.
Alright.
Who's in the Osprey?
Collins.
Oh, I was gonna say who.
I actually don't know, I'm guessing.
I was just saying because I don't think anyone's gonna be landing with that.
Collins, you won't be doing this. You should be setting an example to these chaps.
What? Why?
And your gears up, your gears down, Colin.
God, this is hard to control.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say, Ant, you don't need to go into the next country for your approach.
Oh shit.
Where is he?
He's way over the distance.
He's moving south.
He's almost in
Oh,
US
okay.
airspace.
Sorry.
Just turn around.
You use the rotor.
There you go.
There
It's
you go.
hilarious because that's a chopper that we would never fly. Not even like remotely ever have a chance to fly that.
I've flown this in MSO before when we were in Tabby.
Yeah, and Tabby. When you steal them. Or fucking Singleton puts in a script that says you can't. I've flown one of those in Tabby too.
It was a whole op where we all drove up in a civil vehicle and fucking raided the airfield.
Yep. And we rated it. We
Alright,
stole
and it looks
so
like you
much
got to
shit.
get a little bit of that speed off. You're coming in a bit high and a bit fast.
I'm waiting for the first crash.
Yeah,
Don't
I just
say
know
that.
it's coming.
I've already done that.
Oh yeah, the second one. The more
We're on about
spectacular crash.
explosive.
The boom boom
explosive
crash.
Yeah. That's actually not that bad.
It'll probably be me because I fucking hate little birds.
Yeah, no, I saw it in the
Yeah, I
last
think I'm
video.
gonna just
Your
go
landing,
around and
your
try
beautiful
Yeah, in the
landing.
last video I damaged it, and I didn't do a particularly good one this time.
Damn, that was almost a perfect landing.
I know, almost, but I was too far off. Try not to crash into people.
Uh, Whoa!
Don't worry about it.
That one Black Ops. That one Black Ops like, fuck this, I'm up there.
There's the other KA-52 just chilling there like, what the fuck?
I'm gonna back up just to be
Same
safe.
details as last time, Harlan.
Hey, give me
Wanna
that
go to,
C-130 and I'll land it right there in the
500.
spot.
Oh, Jude.
What must?
I was talking to Harlan.
Harlan's in the channel.
I am Harlan.
He's a
Oh,
Harlington.
I thought someone else was saying what I was on about. I was just saying same details as last time.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Misunderstood. Thank you.
Yo.
I really hope that's desync.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes.
it is. Okay.
No, Ant really did go 2k on his runner.
No,
Yeah,
he's
there's
flipped
like
over
3.
for me right now.
I'm
Well,
on top of the
He's
flares.
on his side.
What just happened?
He's going sideways now.
I just got killed.
Who just crashed?
I did. I desynced or something like that. I just hit the ground or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
The
everything's
Osprey
decent to
is
me,
being
too.
like frozen in the air. Somebody
Yeah, I
else's
see that
helicopter.
too.
Yeah,
There's
that
somebody
was
just
amazing.
lying on their side out in the distance.
Yeah, no. I was just sitting in place, and all of a sudden I was on the ground. And I just
Is
exploded.
this me or the Osprey just crashed into the Little Bird?
Blackhawk.
It's gonna be very
It's
fun to
heavy
see
desync.
when it desyncs. It's the only good part about a desync is finding out what
Yeah.
happened after it.
Why is there just a seat in the middle of this? Here.
Muskie, you
I'm
still
not-
here?
I think
Yeah,
that's...
I think his internet might have died.
By
Yeah.
the way, guys, if
Well,
I just backed off a bit, make sure
I think
nobody dies.
Oh
Damn,
god,
it's
the
good.
Black
That's
Hawk
here.
smoking.
I have still desync.
Which Blackhawk
Yeah.
smoking?
The one it's on fire
Yeah,
now.
we still have the decent. There's not a lot I can do.
Yeah, no, I just some sort of desync.
No
and I
one's
just-
on fire on
just-
my screen. So.
Have a look at the
Moscow.
Osprey and the Black Hawk.
Okay,
after.
well,
Okay, yeah.
My server is up with
Right,
the map
Thomas.
running, so
Yeah, there's that Blackhawk's
All
on
right.
fire.
Let's do these last two landings and then we'll switch to yours, Joker. Okay.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm not even able to get into it.
Ant was that was
Black
pretty
Hawk's
bad.
on fire now.
You
Black Hawk's
smashed it down.
exploding.
You went.
this is one of the choppers
Oh,
I
cool.
never fly.
Hey, wait, is
so-
there a Blackhawk on fire that's in the air?
Guys, break. Go ahead, Muskie.
Why did Collins
Wait, so
just explode? Okay,
What the hell is happening?
I have no idea.
Why is
No
there's a
idea.
VTOL flying
Like
upside
people
down
are just
right now on my screen?
randomly exploding.
I'm still desynced.
Okay,
I'm gonna-
Yeah,
first
same.
Huey, the lower one of the two, go round on your approach. I don't know if that's you, Nexon. I'm not sure who's
No.
left now.
Austin is next, and then it's me.
Okay,
Alright, I'm going to position.
once you two are done, then we'll switch because this desync
Can you guys
seems
see
pretty
me?
bad.
Still
I
both
can't.
for me.
Yeah.
Still desyncing for
It
me.
just
me too.
undesynced for me. Yeah, I'm good now.
Can I go pick up another chopper? I kind of damaged mine, like, pretty badly, so.
Yeah, just go ahead.
Yeah, help yourself, but we will be switching to a different server in a minute.
Oh, now the Osprey
Alright.
exploded for me.
Alright, we're good.
I just landed and said, fuck this. I'm
Oh, there we
sitting
go.
here.
Wait, so is my helicopter still in the sky? Because I don't
It's
even know
done.
what's happening.
There it is. The Osprey exploded.
Collins,
Not for
what do
me.
you do?
I think he's desynced too much and crashed.
The only cleared pilot just exploded.
He's not, he's
There
not
we
the
go.
only one.
Yeah, there's no
Alright,
desync.
who's that
I
who
can't
just
shot-
landed?
I can't get choppers
Uh,
either.
Austin.
Austin, that was nice. That was good. That was smooth coming in. It's not the most perfect placement on the pad, but it's more than acceptable in my opinion. Confident and nice and smooth. Well done. Nixon, coming on your approach.
Do that.
Alright, Austin, if you just return to rotation and go from there.
Yeah.
I think the desync gone.
It's gone.
Kind of, yeah.
I've still got a yellow chain at the minute, so anything
too.
could be
Yeah, so
happening.
do I.
I believe the yellow one is client side, I think. Oh my
Right, what the hell?
Oh.
Oh, it's just
Whoa.
random. Oh no, that's a
Whenever I
midday
get a
crash.
helicopter, I always explode, so I'm just not gonna bother getting an
You,
helicopter.
actually, you flew into somebody.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my fault.
Nixon, that was nice. Really good.
Nice one.
Even better placement than Austin's just was. Very nice, very smooth. Good work.
Anti-change
Alright,
should fly into me.
I suggest everybody don't bother landing or anything. Just log out and we'll log into Joker's server.
I've
Hopefully
got
this
to try out
decent
what
issue
the
stops.
eject
Sorry about
thing's
that
like.
work call.
There we go. About to eject.
Everyone's just fucking fighting now.
So what are we doing now?
Right now, everything's just fucking blowing up, and it looks amazing.
What's going on?
We're switching to Joker's box.
Oh no, you dirty bitch!
God, that's violent. Ejecting from this KA.
Goes one shot away.
Okay, everybody filter for survival ops or flight on the flight.
Oh,
And
must
space
be
is cool.
User joined your channel.
Survival ops flight's cool.
Let's go, you might as well just end it.
Password is trail mix.
We got we got enough people now.
Oh shit. This is more
Awesome,
sauce
no?
than the other one, isn't it? Or is it the same?
What's the name of Joker's
Should be
channel?
20 slots.
Just
it looks like
filter flight school.
User joined your channel.
Survival ops flight's cool. I'm still gonna check out the CPU loadout now.
What's the password?
Trail mix.
But I don't like trail mix.
Then yeah, you're pretty much fucked.
Moscow, so no tips on that?
Keep doing what you're doing.
I think my tip should be I shouldn't fly. That should be my tip.
I think you just need more practice.
Best bet to do is just stick a bird down that you want to learn to fly down in the editor. Just spend an hour or two just flying it, landing on random things, flying low, flying high, flying slow.
Yeah, that's what I did. I got Musko's map, the last one he had, and I would fly on different targets around the base, and I would do touch and goes and loop-de-loops for fun.
That's what I would do. After you get bored of it, you just start doing loop-to-loops.
Yeah.
Cannot open object CA weapons -ACR.
Alright,
Yeah,
you
that's
can
okay.
start the server now. Or not.
What is this?
Why is he server in the middle of nowhere? Joker face.
What?
Why is your server in the middle of nowhere?
What do you mean in the middle of nowhere?
Whatever.
Where is your server?
Hey,
I think
Moscow.
this one is hosted either
Oh, I see.
in Austria or in
Yeah,
for
I
this.
expect a,
It's
yeah, a bit of an
exactly-
honor thing,
it's
but
in the middle
nobody
of
will
nowhere.
use it.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
Nixon.
connection.
Could you try and get this up on the war server?
Might actually
Yeah,
be
that's.
better.
I tried, but
I'll
I
leave it
can't
just up
without
so
Wes
people
because
can
he's
use
got
it, so
presets
you
that
can
make it launch MSO and then headless client starts to
All
connect
right.
and then it all fucks up. So we've gone over some slow speed maneuver and stuff. And what you really need to do, those of you who need to practice it more, you need to put the time in yourself there. You know, doing this with everybody as a group, it isn't really fair on everyone to make them do like 50 laps of runway 1 and 2 while everybody gets used to doing finite maneuvers. So practice that in your own time and practice it a lot. Practice it in different locations. Don't just use that one landing pad. Go and fly over to some of the FOBs that are out there. You know, this is a 20k square map or even bigger. There's plenty of spaces to go and land, or plenty of patches you can land even just on this airfield to practice. We've also gone over one landing type, you know, getting lined up nice and early and getting set to land, bleeding off the speed. Some of you again have got to practice, and the only way you will get better is just repeatedly do it. Go out, fly it again, crash, come back, get another chopper. They'll respawn within 30 seconds. Do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again. You know, you see where I'm going with this.
Yep.
Next, is there anything people particularly would like to cover? Otherwise, I'll just make something up on the spot.
Don't know, how do you do your touch and goes, like literally like a high speed in, like a tight spot, land, get people off, take off straight away?
Okay, if I'm going to do a touch and go, first thing I'm going to make sure I do is inform the crew that that's what we're going to do. Because if they're going to be jumping out for a touch and go, they need to be gone, because I'm not waiting for them. I'm literally kissing the ground and I'm gone, and they can jump out a metre above. So I'll give them the go, go, go at about 1 metre above the ground. And then they've literally got a second or two to click the button and get the hell out. What I will do is I'll come in quite hard and aggressive for the landing zone. I'll have already plotted my flight course. That's something I do every time, is that before I fly somewhere, I'll go on the map and in group, because when you're a pilot, those are your only group members, is I'll go into group and I'll place loads of little dots on my flight line, and then I fly with my GPS up, so I know exactly where I'm flying. I know exactly when I'm on my final approach. I'll come in faster. I'll come in around 120 onto my approach, because with a bit of practice you'll find you can bleed that speed off a lot quicker and maintain the height as well. So I'll be balancing that with an aggressive nose pitch that I do progressively. What the fuck was that?
A grenade.
Mason.
Mason, you just
That was me. I just respawned. What the fuck? Come pop me in the head.
Mason, on your feet. Everybody who's just respawned, drop the weapons and grenades. Salute Mason.
I'm not sure how to. Slash key.
That's why I keep my weapon. Mason, when you respawn, drop your weapons and grenades in the box.
Yeah.
Fall in.
Yeah.
Let's go drop grenades in case.
Yeah, no, I forgot to drop those. I'm sorry, guys.
It's alright. Accidents happen. No one died or anything.
Huh? What? People died? What?
Muska died.
No, I didn't die.
I definitely did. I did. I think Starfish needs to be put down.
Yeah, I'm gonna... Oh, he's done it. He's put himself out of his misery. Alright, so we're talking about touch and goes. I was saying about how I've plotted my flight on. I'll come in quite aggressively. I'll come in about 120, and I know that if I progressively push the nose up and balance the collective down, I can bleed that speed off really quickly. I don't mind if I slow right down. I want to be 30 kilometers an hour or below, because I know on all the aircraft you can slide on the skids or the wheels at that speed and you're not going to die, and you're going to lose the speed very quickly on the ground then. As I said, I'll give everybody the go, go, go at about a metre off the ground, and then it's up to them. I mean, if you want, you can all sit here on the ground. I'll come and do a touch and go insertion in here. If you all stand to one side, I'll come in and do one, and you can just see.
Sure, why not?
It's very important when you do it to... who's that getting in the... Alright, Collins. Spool it down. Because we're doing training and it's getting quite disruptive when you keep flying different aircraft and typing in the chat. So if you want to play, hang around till afterwards and fill your boots. Otherwise for now, fall in or just observe. It's very important when you do the touch and go insertion that you don't get the collective fully down on the ground. It's worth, if you haven't already got Dyslexy saved on YouTube as like one of your subscriptions, I'd highly recommend it and checking out his Art of Flight videos. He shows you in one of them, he's in some Russian craft, I forget what it is, it's probably a HIP. And it shows how the grass moves when you've just brought the collective up slightly. And when it's like that, when you're just kind of balancing on the ground, you can lift off really, really quickly. It's good if you're picking troops up from a like a hot LZ as well. All right, demonstration time. Frames are good on this server, by the way, Joker.
Yep.
I'm going to fly out to Camp Talon and come in from there, so you won't see me for a second, but at least I can come in with a bit of speed. Well, something I'm always doing when I'm flying is checking my speed, checking my VAR, because I know if I need to start bleeding speed off or if I'm going, like, losing altitude when I shouldn't be and stuff like that. So, you know, keeping one eye on those controls, just glancing every now and then is important. Alright, coming in on my approach. So I got my speed up, so I'm going to level out. I started to bring the nose up, so I'll bleed that speed off.
Thank you.
Leading the speed up and down to 50 now. There's 30. Kiss the ground, and I'm away. See how I hardly even touched it? Alright, we're going to do it a bit differently to last time. Rather than have like 12 choppers in the air desyncing and killing each other, this time we'll just go one by one in this aircraft. Or what would you prefer? Would you prefer this to a Huey?
That.
Huey.
Alright, maybe we'll just give everyone a choice.
The
Alright,
Black
someone's
Hawk's
going
gonna
to...
more likely fly on this. I can make cars more likely fly.
Actually, if you're going to go off more like this fly, it's more than going to be an MI-24.
Well, I mean, for the sake of not making it too difficult on everyone, we'll just use this. This or a Huey, take your pick. One person's up first. Someone step forward. Alright.
Starfish.
I'm going next.
Starfish.
Austin's up first. Go out to Camp Talon, come in, do your touch and go insertion. Everybody else will stand for one side and watch.
Wait, where do you want me to go out for?
A&A camp.
A&A Camp Talon.
We're all going to die. He's going to crash.
No, you had one of the best landings last time.
Yeah, no, I just like fucking with Austin.
Yeah. More than one way.
Well, there's no right or wrong way, Collins, but, you know, this is my way I'm teaching, so...
I came way too fast.
That's alright. Great. That was real nice. Okay, just come land the bird somewhere again.
I'll go next.
That looked really good to me. I don't know what anyone else thought, but for me, you've led the speed off real nice. You literally just kiss the ground. There's plenty of time for people to get out, and you're away again. Grab another bag.
No.
No, children.
Exactly the forward. Called it next.
Well, we only had one
I'll go
ND
after
with
him
grenades, so you know, it could have been a whole lot worse. Who's Patrick?
That's
Starfleet.
I don't know
This
what
is
that
it.
one. I don't know what that one place is. So don't tell me to go to it.
Hey, why don't we have a OH-58 in MSO?
Damien, there's a
Just
hangar.
fly out a bit the way you've seen the other guys go, and
Yeah.
then come back this way. So sort of fly out south-southeast, and then come back north-northwest.
And let's go. When's your next lesson?
Well, I don't know, I'm on nights the next 2 days, so I might get on a little bit in the day, but the thing is, for anyone in America, that equates to being quite early. Like
Yeah.
10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the morning kind of thing.
I'm in
Yeah.
Europe. Whee!
Oh, I thought he was doing a backflip. I was like, no.
Joker, I'll speak to you after about a test if you like.
Sweet.
Speak to me about.
Nexon's
Bowen,
going
sure.
to be tested
That's
after this lesson.
Yeah, I honestly don't care. I just wanted to test.
I wanna see
You
some
want puppy
next,
certification?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll take puppy certification too.
He says they're gonna have to-
certified pub. Oh!
When you touch and go, Damien, you try to avoid other helicopters.
I didn't say that helicopter.
Dude,
That was
you were driving.
crash.
Oh god.
You are so far off the LZ. You're over the. Oh shit! It's still blowing up.
Watch the
You're
first
so
class.
loud.
Yeah, all the ammo will be cooking off as well.
Are you
Yeah,
recording this,
so-
Pascal?
Yeah.
If you
good?
do, please post this.
Are we good?
Yeah, well, everybody round up on me because I need to wrap this up. I need to go and test Nexon. So, on me. I'm the guy with the gun.
Derp, 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 derp.
Alright, not too close. Give me some breathing room. Shit. Oh my god. Alright. Thank you for coming. Put into practice these things that we've done today. You know, some of you need to practice. Some of you need to practice a lot. Mentioning no names. Yeah. Just the whole idea with this is to impart a bit of knowledge. Go and practice yourself, and when we cover it again next time, hopefully, it'll be better. We shall see. For now, gentlemen.
Grenade!
Oh shit.
No, gentlemen.
Who was that?
Alright, thanks very much, everyone.
Another one.
Yeah.
Nexon to my channel,
Oh
please.
god. Oh god.
I hope you
yes.
fail.
Yeah, everybody who wants to practice the server will stay up. I won't change anything, so just join in and do whatever you want. Shoot yourself.
Thanks.
Musket,
Thanks
I'm gonna
again,
be in the
Joker,
channel
appreciate
above
No
it.
worries.
Go ahead
No
and move me in.
deathmatch, Collins.
No
Fuck
Cobra.
yourself.
You cannot steal my Cobra. That is my
Go.
Cobra.
Helicopter deathmatch.
There's two Cobras, dude.
Yeah, but I want this one.
Getting on a Black Hawk.
want this one.
Nope.
This Cobra's fucked, dude. I'm gonna have a hard time getting it out.
Maybe just a little bit.
I think like the second I touch it, it's gonna.
Guys,
Yeah,
no
it's gonna
shooting-
do that.
Oh,
No
fuck
shooting
you,
people
Sutherland.
on the ground and shot and stuff like that.
Yeah, if you want a dogfight, do it off the airbase.
Yeah.
Like
Don't
north
shoot
of it.
people on the ground or while
Or
taking off.
over the airbase.
Hey,
Why
Musket.
don't you like the fucking Cobra? It's amazing.
I like the Cobra, dude. I'm just not very good with it. That's